Welcome back, everybody. Well, here is a look at the treble-seeking sides. We've still got PSG. Obviously, we mentioned Luis Enrique's side have already won the Ligue 1 title and the Coupe de France as well. And now they're through to the semi-final of this competition. Then you've got the two Spanish teams, Barcelona and Real Madrid. And then, of course, Inter in Italy. They'll play in the Coppa Italia semi-final against Milan in the second leg next week, where it's 1-1 on aggregate as things stand. What about the Spanish sides, Nico? Of those two, who do you see being the more likely? Barcelona, with what we've seen so far?
From the beginning of the season until today, April 15th, yes, Barcelona is the most likely. I don't think we've all been convinced by Real Madrid's game.
Is there a chance for Real Madrid, is what I'm saying?
Am I in a warped reality here or what? Barcelona's in the semi-final and Real Madrid is 3-0 down to Arsenal.
Yeah, but a lot of people, Grella,
but who has and Barcelona has a what? 4-point lead in La Liga.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult for Real Madrid. In fact, they could probably walk away trophyless. If you told me, here's $100. Put money on Real Madrid walking away trophyless versus Real Madrid walking away with a trophy, I would be inclined to put money on the trophyless. Their football hasn't been, and I've said this time and time again. Why are you laughing? From January.
It was not Poppy's best question.
We saw it in December. We saw it in January. Mbappe's been better. I don't know if a lot of the team has followed suit. There's been issues that they haven't addressed, like the right-back situation. Dani Carvajal, your best right-back, goes down. In the transfer window, you don't get somebody better than Lucas Vázquez, forcing one of your best midfielders, probably at this point, your most consistent midfielder, and Fede Valverde, playing right-back. You lose him further up the field. You saw him this weekend against Alaves, the way that he combined at the edge of the box. That's what you want him to do, which helped Real Madrid get out to a lead. He's probably going to play in the midfield again and have Lucas Vázquez play right back, but that's a liability, right? And then defensively, they've been in shambles. There's so many question marks around Real Madrid in certain points. Another one, Dani Ceballos in the midfield. Finally, somebody that got close to being that organizer that Toni Kroos was. Got close, not was the replacement, right? People take words out of context. But it gave Real Madrid a little bit of order, out injured, and they suffered. So if I had to choose one of the two to get it done, at this point, all signs are saying that it's going to be Barcelona over Real Madrid.
Of course. You're right, Grella. Terrible question. Barcelona only. Real Madrid have got no chance tomorrow to overturn the three-goal deficit.
They have a chance.
Well, according to Grella, they don't.
So, I didn't say that.
No, Grell did. But what about Inter, though? Realistically, what are their chances? Because Inzaghi did correct the media, didn't he, saying we're still on for all of these opportunities.
I watched Napoli play Empoli yesterday. It was like Empoli, they were dropping a sheep in the lion's den yesterday. It was like Napoli was celebrating like it was a World Cup final, and that's credit to Napoli, not to take anything away from them, and they have easier fixtures, so I'm not so sure that Inter is going to go past, they still not past Bayern Munich, then they have to go past Barcelona, then they have to go past a difficult team on the other side. Can they survive this Napoli that just looks so unbelievably hungry and fit with an easier fixture list? So I wouldn't say that Inter is the favorite.
They've got Milan, who has been the bogey team.
Coppa Italia, Milan, they tied 1-1 the first leg, so they still have to put a lot of effort into that second leg. It's a lot weighing down on Inter.
I was surprised about Inter's depth and how they've been able to juggle all three competitions. Yeah. You weren't, a week ago when we were on this same show, you weren't so convinced about them going all the way in all three competitions.
Yeah, no, I like their depth. I think they have really good midfield. I think that there's a few players, though, that they can't afford to lose. And when they come out of the game, you can see the difference. It's Bastoni, Barella, Çalhanoğlu is another one. The two strikers have been a little bit more quiet towards the end of the season. But now Arnautovic looks okay. So we'll see. They lost their wing-backs for a large part of the last month, which made them look a little bit.
But they've made them look a little bit what?
It made them look a little bit vulnerable. They had to change. They had to change formation. Even sometimes they had to think about changing formation because Augusto was not there, Di Marco was not there, Darmian was not there. At one point, they had no wing-backs at all.
But they got out of there. They got out of there. There was a moment where the four were struggling a little bit.
Yes.
But Carlos Augusto playing either left wing-back or left center-back hasn't looked bad.
No, they've been okay. But then there's, to win the treble, you have to be better than okay, and you have to, not have so many injuries. But again, there's so many games for all these clubs. That's another topic of conversation. The amount of games that they're playing is just ridiculous.
It's crazy for all the teams, really, isn't it, on the hunt for the treble? Because you can make a case both ways with the run-in to close the season and how intense it's going to be.